new Prada Paradigme. Let's talk about it. What's going on, guys? My name's Neeb. Welcome back to AROMATIX. Today we're going to be talking about a lab sample that was sent over to me from Prada themselves, pre-release. Going to be releasing on August 7, but I've been living with this for the last week. This is a new release from Prada. The entire line is brand new, and it looks like this transgradient bottle in this square, which kind of stems off of this. You can see the similar branding from their old women's fragrances, now marketed for men. And so some of the PR or the marketing that they went for on the website or on that video when we were reading it a couple days back was talking about how they're reinventing the wheel of perfume, basically putting the top in the mid, or the top in the bottom, and the bottom at the top. Anyways, doing something with notes with 3 perfumers. So the hopes were high, and they are high, especially when you have that kind of marketing. It's like, okay, bro, the expectation is like, come on, let's go. And Prada, you guys drop, and they drop a bunch of great fragrances. Prada Homme, a longtime favorite of mine, and will always be. Ocean Eau de Parfum, super underrated. I love it. Le Parfum, exotic, sexy, a great fragrance, very underrated as well. Now they've revamped with a new line, and I think it's damn time that they did. And now let's talk about this. The only notes they give us is bergamot, some geranium, and then also some vetiver and balsams, which Peru balsam, which is a resin. So this fragrance opens up pretty citrusy and musky. And there is a balsamic, resinous, slightly, I wouldn't even call it vanillic vibe, just a balsamic resinous vibe in this fragrance as well. I believe they do also have some benzoate in here because it does have a mild undertone of a vanilla accord. So off initial impression, I sprayed both the one for women on my arm and the one for men. I'm damn near through this entire bottle. I've been rocking it for the last week. And I don't know, throughout the week, I was thinking maybe I'm just wearing too many other fragrances because I haven't really fallen in love or nothing really stood out until I started wearing it on its own. And even while wearing it on its own, about 5 hours in, I was just finding myself really gravitating to find a fragrance to wear. And then I was like, wait a minute, I am wearing a fragrance, but it was kind of uninteresting. And believe it or not, the YSL Myself, which has seen a lot of success, which I personally love, is stemmed off of YSL Libre DNA. So I really thought that this is a great opportunity and that they could potentially do something that's really good, the Prada way. But any relationship between the Paradox to the original, I personally just can't seem to find it. Sure, there's citrus and musk, but so do so many other fragrances. I mean, if you were to take combinations of fragrances, at least 60% of them would have citrus and musk, and that's damn near the only thing that's pretty similar. The main thing that differentiates, or the main thing that identifies this fragrance, is going to be the thick white florals and the powdery accord, which is not here at all. Citruses, sure, aromatic, yes, and then the resins, but that's pretty much it as far as its resemblances and maybe the musks. So with that out of the way, I personally don't see any relationship, not on skin, nor on tester strips. The white florals are far too thick and indolic in this Prada Paradox than it is in the original for men. So back to this fragrance, it was honestly something that smells like a designer scent. It kind of reminds me of like maybe hints of like Prada Ocean for men with some citruses and some musks. Just super boring. I really wanted to like this fragrance a lot, but it just smells like a mall scent. Now, with that being said, it comes with mass appeal, it comes with the product quality, it comes with a great smelling fragrance that sure will get you compliments, a lot of people will love it, but I was just expecting something a lot better, a lot more, identity, a lot more character, like with Prada Homme. Like when you smell Prada Homme, it's like identified as that. When you smell this, it's like, is that a polo fragrance? Huh, is that like maybe a Coach scent? You know, it's kind of in that realm, a mush of a fragrance. It's just like, let's make something fresh, come out with a new line, and let's shoot for it. And that's kind of what this one smells like. And then when I think about the category of fragrances that this one's in, citruses, musks, some resins, and maybe even hints of like woods or aromatics, I'm then placed in a family of a bunch of fragrances, one of which specifically does a similar category. It doesn't smell like this, but it does it with more character and something a lot bolder. And I have it on my hand here. And just smelling the two, I like this one more because it just has designer mass appeal, but also maybe even an injection of something that's a lot bolder. Dior Homme 2020. This one does a musky citrus, but also more resins. Sure, it has a piney and vetiver accord and might not be for everybody, but as a scent, especially with that kind of marketing, this is something that actually has something a little bit different, right? And that might not suit everybody, but it's still a great scent. And when I smell this, I know it's Dior Homme 2020. It's like you can blindfold me and it's like, it's one of a kind. Yes, it's mass appealing. Yes, it's a designer, but it's a scent that you can identify. Whereas this one, it just seems like another one in the pile of mass appealing fragrances. So yes, this was sent out to me, but it's always the truth. I wouldn't rate this more than like a 6.25 as of right now. Will my opinion change? Maybe. When I first got YSL myself, it was kind of generic. It was like, okay, you know, I still gave it like a 7.7 or a 7.5 if I'm not mistaken. And over time, it's become something that I personally love. I would say it's like a 9 to a 9.5 because of its mass appeal. But when you smell that, you know it. It's myself. Like, that's why I sell myself. And when you smell this, it's not bad by any means, but I'm just like, am I smelling a Polo or am I smelling... I didn't plan it, by the way. I was actually going to bed. I have a flight in 4 hours. Just wanted to talk about this. It's almost done. Might as well kill it. I mean, it's not bad. It's just generic. I smell ocean in there. I smell like some, I don't know, bad boy DNA and just a mall scent. So, not a bad fragrance, but not worth the hype. Oh, my name's Neeb. Thank you so much for tuning back in AROMATIX. The best way you can find out whether or not this is right for you is just go and sample it in August 7. I have over 5,000 fragrances. A lot of them are niche, so it takes a little bit more to wow me. And you add the fact that, don't forget, they really marketed this as something that reinvents the wheel of perfumery. Now, when you set the standard as that, it should do something. Have a good day. I'll still buy a full bottle. I'm still buying a full bottle for collection's sake, duh. I don't have a problem. Do you? It smells good. It's bittersweet. It smells really good. 6.5, max a 7, and we're gonna keep it there. I still like this more.